Hey,
Hey, Siminoff with Keller Williams Action Realty and High Elevation Homes Limited. And today I'm joined with a good friend of mine, Mr. David Stroud from Fairway Independent Mortgage. And today we want to talk to you about your home's true value. Many folks get on the internet and they use one or two very prominent sites to try to determine what their value of their home is. But unfortunately, those numbers are a bit skewed because a real-time estimate of your home. Sometimes it's not kept up, and the algorithm that is used is not depicting the actual value of your home. So I think we have some really surprising and really good information for you about the true value of your home. And I'm going to turn it over to David Stroud right now so he can kind of fill us in on that. David?
absolutely. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. So I want to share some stories with you guys, okay? So typically, your home appreciates in value about 4% every year nationwide. Colorado Springs, about 6% every year. In the last year, we've had some amazing changes. So January of 2020 compared to January 2021, homes, the average home price in Colorado Springs, and that includes all of El Paso County, from $0 to $5 million, the average home has increased by over 15%, 6% to 15%, right? That's a huge change. And last month, year over year, it was up by 12%. So we've had a 3% jump in just 1 month. So it's pretty amazing of the home prices, what they're doing. Let me give you an example. So I know a guy back in 2019, he purchased his house in the summer. He paid $320,000 for their home. He put 5% down. So he had to pay some private mortgage insurance, okay? Well, he just refinanced 2 months ago. So in November, he refinanced his house. His home appreciated in value enough to where he could over to $405,000. So 320 to 405. He dropped having to pay private mortgage insurance, lowered his interest rate. It's amazing what's happening. And so, but if you looked at, as Randy, you said, on those online sites, they valued the house at somewhere around $360,000. So a big jump still, but not near as much as the true appreciated value when an actual appraiser went to the home to appraise the home. So that's just one story of someone who had some immediate equity. So he could have sold his house, right, and gotten that same money and purchased up if you wanted to, and then had enough money to pay, the 20% anyways. Randy, do you have any stories that you might want to share?
From the realtor side of business, I do, David. I have a house that I did a comparative market analysis on probably in October of 2019. So what, about 15 months ago? And on the high side, that home I would have listed at that point for $519,900. That's what we spoke about. And the seller at that particular point in time did not want to, he changed his mind. He was going to stick around for a little bit. So we didn't end up listing the house. However, we're looking at doing that again right now. And that same house I would list for the low 600s in February of 2021. So I'm talking maybe 605, 609, somewhere in there. So if you think about that, from October to 2019 to February of 2021, we're talking about a $90,000 variance increase in the listing price. And those are very real numbers.
And that's interesting because, you think like the median household income in Colorado Springs is far below that. And so to think like that is a life-changing experience to be able to sell. And maybe you move up, or maybe you move somewhere else, shuffle your life situation around. But those are some amazing real numbers. I have a story too, where someone, they're in the middle of refinancing their home. And we looked online to see kind of what their home might be valued at. It said it was 610. I have also another product that I use, which provides a more accurate algorithm as far as what the purchase price of the home is, or the value of it. And it came back at $720,000.
Wow.
So to think, wow, and then what this guy's going to be able to do is then he's going to be able to get some money out to pay off some other debts and to kind of change his life situation now a little bit better. And then there's another person that we looked online, and those are big numbers. That's a big change, but we looked online and we estimated the value of the home would be at like 540. It came back at 570. So we had a big swing there too when the appraiser went to the home. So there's just so many stories where you maybe think, maybe I don't have enough equity in the house, but maybe you do, and maybe it's time to change something. Like there's an opportunity here.
I agree 100%. So we have some great, very, very accurate programs that we can run to give you the absolute true value real time of your home. I highly recommend you give David or me a call and let's discuss the true value of your home and see if it's worth putting on the market. I'm Randy Semenoff with Keller Williams Action Realty High Elevation Homes Limited, and my buddy
I'm David Stroud.
David Stroud.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much for your
Send a
time,
message.
folks.